Dynasty, a term known by NBA fans that can be associated with very few teams: the Chicago Bulls, the Boston Celtics, the Los Angeles Lakers, the San Antonio Spurs, and most recently, the Golden State Warriors. The Dubs built their dynasty from the ground up. Great drafting, big fish free agent signings, and a coach with elite ego management skills was the recipe, and Bob Myers was the Michelin star chef. The Warriors won 4 championships from 2015 to 2022, and while they're still pushing for one last ring with this core after acquiring Chris Paul, it's a long shot. In the words of Dutch Vanderland,
"Our time has passed. Yeah."
The door is wide open for another team to claim the throne, although the new CBA admittedly makes things more difficult in terms of long-term roster construction. For a while, it looked like the Bucks were up next, but key injuries and underperforming in the playoffs killed that dream. The Nuggets have the pieces, but it's fair to wonder if everything just fell in the right place for them last season. No, I'm thinking of a team that isn't quite there yet, but will almost certainly take a massive step forward this season with an incredibly bright future. Enter the Thunder. It hasn't taken OKC long to get back on the map of relevancy. In large part, that's thanks to their architect, Sam Presti. A wise man once said, "Danny Ainge walked so Sam Presti could run." OKC's executive vice president and general manager has meticulously accumulated young talent and a war chest of draft picks. I know what some of you may be thinking. Didn't Presti already have a shot at building the next NBA dynasty with KD, Russ, and Harden, but blew it? In all honesty, yes. But this time, things are setting up to be different. Let's break down the roster. The centerpiece of OKC's young core is star guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who averaged 31 points, 5.5 assists, and 5 rebounds last year. SGA just turned 25 in July and is already better than the player he was traded for. For those who forget, Presti landed Gilgeous-Alexander and 5 first-round picks for Paul George in 2019. While that move was necessary for the Clippers to sign Kawhi Leonard, in hindsight, there's a clear winner and loser of that deal. The talent on this roster around Shai is immense. 20-year-old Josh Giddey averaged 17, 8, and 6 in his sophomore campaign last year. Jalen Williams was one of the best rookies in the league and has already established himself as a rising star. There are some injury-related concerns about Chet Holmgren's game, but his ceiling is incredibly high. Lu Dort is a great complement to all of those guys. The team also has more young talent and 10th overall pick Cason Wallace and 2022 11th overall pick Ousmane Dieng waiting to contribute. Together, last year's squad greatly exceeded expectations, finishing 40-42 and making some noise in the play-in tournament. With another summer of experience and time to build chemistry, this is a young squad looking to compete now, not in the future. So, let's revisit that war chest of draft picks I mentioned earlier. Over the next 4 NBA drafts, the Thunder have 13 first-round picks. 13! With those picks at his disposal, Presti is poised to make a huge move at any time to significantly bolster the roster. Stars demand trades quite frequently in the NBA, so Presti is likely looking for a young player who fits the team's timeline. With the entirety of the core under team control for the foreseeable future, the Thunder are poised to keep this group together for the long haul, while adding 1 or 2 big-name players to the equation via trade. As currently constructed, I wouldn't be shocked to see OKC push for a top 5 seed in the West this season, as the core players only continue to get better. With the draft assets in their possession, that ceiling could become significantly higher at a moment's notice. The NBA landscape appears to be wide open, but if I had to pick a team to become the next dynasty, it's the squad down in OKC.